Good morning, I'm Fisher from SOFARSOLAR. Thank you for giving me this chance to tell you about our ME3000SP. First, let me introduce my company. SOFARSOLAR has been manufacturing solar inverters since 2013. SOFARSOLAR is committed to produce the best products and services to customers around the globe, dedicated to provide accessible, free energy to everyone. We take pride that SOFARSOLAR is gaining recognition as an industry leader in the global solar inverter market. At SOFARSOLAR, it is our vision to make the world energy independent through technology and innovation. We believe in the tremendous potential of solar and renewable energy, and our goal is to be a leader in the transition to a sustainable energy future. We source inverters all over the world, and our main market is Europe, India, Asia, Australia, and Brazil. For the product range, we have single-phase string inverter from 1.1 to 7.5 kW. For the three-phase string inverter, we have 3.3 to 255 kW. For the hybrid single-phase inverter, we have two versions, ES and EP. They are both from 3 to 6 kW. We also have three-phase hybrid inverter from 5 kW to 20 kW. For the batteries, we have two low-voltage batteries, GTX 2500 and GTX 5000. For the high-voltage battery, we have GTX 3000. You can choose the capacity from H4 to H10. And we also have the AC Coupled Inverter ME3000SP. Okay, this one is the ME3000SP. We will talk about this product today. And for the hybrid inverter, this is ES version and this is EP version. Please mind that only EP version can be parallel. So if customer want to install more inverters on the same phase, please choose this EP version. And this is the three-phase hybrid inverter. And the low voltage batteries, high voltage battery. For this ME3000SP, it has few features. The first one, it is compatible with other brands of inverters, so it can work with other brands. And for almost all PV system types, for example, PV, wind energy, combined heat, and power plants. It also has variety of work modes for customers to choose. Smart battery energy management system, better match with battery and inverter. Here is the diagram for the whole system. This is the grid-tied inverter which connects the PV panels. And here is the ME3000SP. Connects with the battery and the grid. We also have critical load for you to choose to connect. It also needs two current sensors. One is for PV, and another one is to misuse the power from the grid. For the monitor system, we use Solarman. Customer can check the data remotely. Okay, for this one, it is the existing system with only PV panels, grid-tied inverter connected to the grid. It is very easy to retrofit. Customer just need to install one ME3000 with battery, can make it to a storage system. It is also compatible to any grid-tied inverters. It is also compatible to other power systems like wind power. And it has the EPS function. Customer needs to install an ATS here. So when grid is off, ME3000SP will supply power to EPS port. Then critical load will get power and continue to work. Here is the connection of the inverter. On the left part, it is to connect with the battery. Please match the positive and the negative. In the middle, the first one is CAN and 485M port. This port is used to connect the communication cable with battery. DRMS port. It is according to Australia regulation to do some power derate for this inverter. And for this 485S port, it can be used to connect external device. You can also control this inverter through this port. Next one is SD card. This SD card we normally use to store the data of the inverter. Customer also can use it to upgrade the inverter. Normally we will send the firmware to customer first. Then customer copies the firmware to SD card and insert it back to the inverter. Push the buttons on the inverter to do the upgrade. Next 4 ports are the CT ports. Normally we only need to connect 2 CTs. One is CT PV to misuse the power from the PV side. Another one is CTA to misuse the power from the grid side. CTB and CTC are left for the 3-phase system. The last one is NTC port. This port is used to connect with the lead-acid battery, because lead-acid battery can't provide the temperature data to inverter, so we need to connect this cable for lead-acid battery. And this one is the Wi-Fi port to connect with the Wi-Fi dongle. The GPRS and Ethernet dongle are also available for customer to choose. The right side, this grid connection is to connect with the grid, and this load connection is for the EPS function to connect with the critical load. Okay, for the work modes, we offer few work modes for customer to choose. Number 1, auto mode. If PV generation is near load consumption, the difference is less than 100 watt, ME3000SP won't charge or discharge the battery. If PV generation is more than load consumption, the supply's power will be stored in the battery. If the battery is full or already at maximum charge power, excess power will be exported to the grid. If PV generation is less than load consumption, it will discharge the battery to supply power to load. If PV generation plus battery power is still less than load consumption, inverter will import power from the grid. So the aim of this auto mode is take less power from the grid, also export less power to grid. Number 2, time of use mode. This mode is for customer in some area. The power price during the night time is very low, but the power price during the daytime is very high. So some customers want to charge the battery during the nighttime. For example, we offer 4 rules for customer to set. Rules 0 to rules 3. We should enable this rule first. Then we can set the time period. For example, from 2 AM to 4 AM, SOC charge to 70% as the power 1 kilowatt. And the effective data we can also set. Here we set from December 22nd to March 21st. For the weekday, we can also choose. If you do not want to charge the battery on Monday, you can disable it. Outside the time period you set, inverter will work in auto mode automatically. Number 3, timing mode. Normally we use this mode to test the charge and discharge function. So we can directly set charge start from 0 AM and at 6 AM at charge power 1 kilowatt. And for the discharge, here we set start from 7 AM to 12 AM at the discharge power 1 kilowatt. But please mind that outside the time period you set, the inverter will be standby. So normally we suggest customer to use auto mode or time of use mode. This timing mode is almost for the testing. Number 4, passive mode. This mode is for customer to do some DIY. So customer can control this inverter charge or discharge through the 485 port I mentioned before. For the startup part, when you first time switch on this inverter, you have to set some parameters. Number 1, please set the system time. Number 2, please choose the country codes according to the local regulation. Number 3, select battery type. For example, if you use GTX 5000, you have to choose a mass as your battery type. Then inverter can communicate with the battery. Number 4, setup is complete, and the inverter should start to work now. For some highlights, for this product, we offer 5 years for warranty, and it is compact, lightweight, easy to install and commission. It can also be remote control. Sometimes, if customer meets problems with this product, he can send us the serial number of the inverter. Then we can check it through the monitor platform. We can do some remote upgrade and adjust the parameter. For the warranty, customer can upgradable for it to 20 years. On our online service website, customer can directly apply for it. Wi-Fi connectivity and monitoring app. It can be monitored on mobile phone or website. And for the LCD screen, monitor performance when Wi-Fi is not available. For the reliable and safe, high efficiency, passive design, high frequency isolation between battery and grid, advanced battery management technology to protect battery life, easier operation, flexible site selection with IP65 rated casing, so this inverter can be installed outside. But for the battery, you should confirm with the battery manufacturer. For our battery, they can only be installed inside. LCD display, clear, easy to read, and it is also very easy for customer to set some settings through the LCD display. Easy monitoring using Solarman for mobile phone and computer. And we offer multiple work modes. The EPS is also available, ensure continued operation of the critical loads, and multiple operation modes selection. For the installation do's and don'ts, please do wear applicable PPE when you do the installation. Please check the local regulation before installation. Please get familiar with SOFARSOLAR use manual and check connections before commissioning. The most important is for the battery polarity. Connect the system to site Wi-Fi or monitoring. Visit our website for date sheets and contact numbers. If you meet any problems, you can contact us via email or mobile phone. For the don't, please do not install under direct sunlight and in an unventilated area. Please do not let children or pets near inverter or battery. Please do not disassemble or modify the inverter or battery without the approval from SOFARSOLAR. Please do not obstruct the ventilation above and run the inverter or battery. Okay, for our low voltage battery products, let's have a short introduction. It can also work with our ME3000. It has real-time display via app or web portal. It has reliable and high energy density cells. For GTX 5000, you can parallel maximum 4 PCs. For the GTX 2500, you can maximum parallel 8 PCs. We offer 10 years warranty for both batteries. 6,000 cycles at 80% of DOD with an EOL of 60%. The EOL is end of life. IP20 rated, so they both can only be installed indoor. Remote diagnosis and real-time data monitoring. Floor or wall mount. They are very easy to install for parallel connections. A mass energy storage battery. Okay, for the Solarman, this is the monitor system we use. You can let your customer register on Solarman and monitor his inverter. And if you also want to monitor your customer's plant, you can link your customer's plant with your Pro account. The first step, let's go to the Intro tab. Then you can find Installer option here. Enter this option. You can search your company name and let your customer bind your Pro account. Then you can check your customer's plant on your mobile phone. And here is some pages for the monitoring system. Here is a diagram to show the power in the house from PV, from battery, home consumption, and grid side. And it has also many detailed data below for the battery, grid, home consumption. You can also check some detailed parameters here. For the after-sales support, normally if customer meets problems, he will contact installer, and the installer contact us and send us the detailed informations. He can contact us by mobile phone, email, or online service system. Then we will ask some information from installer and give installer the solution to solve the problem. And in case customer can't provide proof of cash, the warranty start data will be 6 months of the manufacturer data. Okay, for the troubleshooting part, the information we need for ME3000 is the fault IDs in event list and the setting info in system information, because from the fault IDs in event list, we can know what's the problem, and from the setting info in system information, we can know if this problem is caused by some abnormal setting. Then we will give solution to customer and let customer change the setting and make this inverter work again. Okay, here are some cases for this ME3000. From this picture, you can see it works with our grid-tied inverter. And this battery is pylon battery. For the battery, we are compatible. AMAS is our battery, and we also compatible with like LG, pylon, Waco, and so on. And if you are not sure if this battery can be used with ME3000SP, you can ask us first. Next picture, here is the ME3000SP work with SMA inverter. Here is the training we made in Europe. And last picture, here is the ME3000SP work with solar edge inverter. So no matter what inverter you use, grid-tied inverter you use, our ME3000SP can also work with them. Thanks for your time. If you have any other questions, please email service@sofarsolar.com.